Energy readers of the world, welcome back to my channel. You're gonna notice this here. Normally I do not. You don't see this. Had a small issue. I had to throw in my hat. I went in hard for Scorpios. So I'm going to go in harder tonight. I actually, and I asked my pendulum, should I clean up this mess? This wasted energy? Should I clean up this wasted energy, Spirit? Or should I clean up this wasted energy with my Scorpios? Because I'm not very happy right now with the treatment. I can't even get the words out. I'm gonna just recenter here. I'm not happy with what's going on with Scorpios right now. Okay, I get that you. Okay, all right. Let's just get this energy cleaned up, because I'm gonna tell you what happened. I recorded this long video, very long, about an hour. You know me, I just don't stop. You'd think I was a Gemini, and I got 0 Gemini within my chart. No Gemini, no Cap. I mean, no. That's the double entendre. I have no Capricorn or Gemini, no Cap. How's that work? How's that work? So, yeah, so I went in, and my video, I don't understand it because I did not change anything, and I went through everything all over again. I did like 5 extra recordings just now to make sure that it worked. I changed nothing. I don't know what happened, but there was an echo the whole time. The whole video echoed. And at first I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. And then it went to, oh, that's kind of annoying. And then it went to, oh, that's kind of cut off. I just turned it off. So, and that was it. I'm like, okay, you know what I need? I need a battle deck. I need a fucking battle deck. And I'm just not happy with the treatment of Scorpios and what's being said and projected onto Scorpios. Now, I know I shouldn't sit here and give it any energy, right? I shouldn't let this live rent-free in my head. But I've been watching a pattern unfold in front of me. Okay? My Scorpio readers that I watch faithfully are becoming less and less consistent. And it's not because they're being lazy, okay? It is not that. There's things going on behind the scenes against these Scorpios. We're literally against our final bosses right now, okay? Scorpios are up against right now final bosses. Any of you old gamers that didn't have the respawns anywhere and everywhere and infinity lives. These kids don't even use the word infinity lives. They don't even know. They don't even know about restarting from the beginning every time. They don't know. So what I'm getting at I didn't ask my pendulum if I'm supposed to record a Scorpio read or not. No. Now I know. Somebody, something, some entity is trying to come against the Scorpio nation. And we are too big, and the Bible says where 2 or 3 gather, so it is, so mote it be, as it is above, so below. Ashe. So, I'm going to battle. Yeah. Confirmation. So yeah, I mean, I was almost borderline livid. I let out a big yell because I mean, it was heavy. I thought about, you know what, maybe I'm just gonna go ahead and post it anyways. And for the people who want to get through it, and people who do get through it, that stick-to-itiveness, yeah, it's whatever, sure. Well, you'll get some meat. You ain't got, there wasn't really any bones. Like, this was boneless chicken. Okay? I literally did a boneless chicken read. I put it in the trash even on my computer, and I'm like, nah, scrap it. And I went back in the recycling bin and I took that shit out. There was like old eggs all over it. It was nasty. I didn't care. I moved everything out. I just got it out of there. Oh. That's okay. I see what's going on now. I see you. It's okay. It really is. It really, really is. Because as much as I don't care about fighting in the 3D, I really don't care about fighting in the 5D, 6D, or 11D. At all. I'm not afraid of anything. I found that out. My son told me that. And I'm like, you know what? Maybe is he right? He's not right, is he? He's right. I think he's right. Yeah, he's right. Because everything's temporary. You know, as much as nobody wants to say it, your kids are temporary. You're temporary. That's why I love while I'm here. And everybody's like, oh, I want to get out of here. I'm not coming back here anymore. I'm like, man, I can't. Every day I wake up, I'm like, oh my God, thank you. I'm so glad I'm still here. This place is so good. It's so amazing here. It's so beautiful. Because I don't see all the stuff that everybody's really giving all their attention to, and that they're draining and vampires succubusing your energy when you don't even realize it. Like, go watch Batman Returns. Or is it the Batman Returns? I don't know. The one with the Riddler. The one with the brain-sucking device, which was known as the boob tube TV. Like, all right. Do a little shamanic tapping. All right, so, yeah. All I'm going to point out real quick before we just clean the rest of this up is the strength energy was in the center. And then we did have that Five of Swords energy just showed up in between the Fool. And that actually is how I intuited it, is a very positive card. It's you, Scorpio, us, Scorpios, taking back our power. Taking back the knowledge that you were trying to take from us. Because a lot of these silly readers want to take this as a negative card, but them dudes are walking away, going back to their ships, back to their motherland. They threw their swords down. They surrendered. Like, they don't care. They realize they have been beaten by Scorpio. Scorpio's no match for them. Who are them? It doesn't matter. They're not Scorpio. That was my main message. I'm telling you. I gotta calm down. Okay, I see what's going on, and it's okay. We were made for this. We were made for this. Okay. They don't know, but they're finding out. They tried to ruin Scorpio. They tried to erase Scorpio. They tried to project Scorpio into the ground. And what grows out of mud? Lotus flower. Shoot. All I know is people don't understand Scorpios, so they will just throw a bunch of labels and names at us. And if you're any type of evolved Scorpio, which I know you are because you're here, you just sit there and you just laugh at it. I love the memes that show up. It's like Scorpio when the breakup happens, and Scorpio's just sitting over in the chair smoking a cigarette like, yeah? What do you want, a cuddle? Because, it was sad to say, we done already gave you all the chances, all the warnings, as much as we don't like to give any warnings, and I don't really do the warnings very well. I just end whatever, it's over. Mama said never start a fight, but always finish it. So what I do know is the people who are hating on Scorpios is because they got Scorpioed. Why did they get Scorpioed? Not because Scorpio's heartless, not because Scorpio doesn't care about people or themselves or any of that. It's like, no, they don't. You're right. Not now. Not now. So now you don't even exist. It is our superpower. And you want to call that heartless? I'm sorry. No, it is our superpower. We will cut you off and you don't exist anymore. I know I'm rambling now. Like we're not even pulling cards yet. I'm trying here to get this wiped out. I just know, like I said, I asked my pendulum, so you have to bear with me. I asked the pendulum, should I leave this on the table and record? I didn't have two questions. I didn't flip-flop the questions to see what yes or no. I just asked. Because I already know. I trust my pendulum now. It's crazy. I never would have thought I could just ask this thing and it spins around. And here's the funny thing. Ironic, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. And I'm curious to know because I don't know any men yet that actually use a pendulum the way I do. The two females I know that use pendulums, they actually are opposite me. And it took me a while. I would ask every time, show me yes, show me no, show me yes, show me no. And it's the same every time. So now I don't have to ask anymore. So, and I feel like it was because my initial intention was before I even asked, I knew what would make sense. But for me, it makes sense. And then for the women, I asked them and I said that. And then for them, it didn't make sense. Which is fine. It's not like I tried to argue that I was right and they were wrong, because we're all right and we're all wrong. I just cut this, so I'm going to read it real quick. For an amazing day, fill your morning with gratitude. Do what I do and do what I do and take thank you steps as you walk from your bed to the bathroom or kitchen by saying thank you. With each step, you are saying thank you for everything you have, everyone you love, and all the goodness that is coming to you today. That's the ultimate. That would be holy attitude of gratitude. Jeez, I mean, could you imagine that? That's a lot of thank yous. And we're like, well, yeah, but I wouldn't be able to do this or that or whatever. But no, that puts you right really in the present moment, because you can't think of anything else. There's nothing else you can think of. Anyways, that was a quick little commercial break. I'm fired up. You gotta forgive me, and I'm fired up. I really am. I really am. I'm building this back up here. Slip this in here. Yep. Boom. Okay. Oh boy. It's like, I mean, if you've ever been in a physical fight, it's if you, and I've not done this, but I watch what happens when it does happen. If you really want to end a fight pretty quickly, I'll share this real quick. You just make sure they don't hit you. Make sure they miss, because they lose all their energy, and then you can come back swinging and hit them 3 times before they can get their energy back to hit again. It's hilarious. So anyway, that was another little side note. So that's what last night was to me. Last night was a big swing and a miss, and I lost all my energy, and maybe I'm not supposed to do a Scorpio read. Like, I'm a freaking quad Scorpio. Yeah, I'm going back in. I'm going in harder this time. So I'm like, And I don't know if I thought this or if my higher self gave me this or if my spirit guides did, but I just know that I was ruminating on this, contemplating on what to do. Should I do anything? Should I stay or should I go now? They said, I said, he said, she said, you need a battle deck. I'm like, a battle deck? What do you mean? I know exactly what you mean, but how silly. Come on, battle deck? Nobody's going to get on board with that. Then I thought, or my higher self said, do you care what other people think? And I laughed, and we just laughed, and we laughed, and no, I don't care. So anyways, for now, I do have another one picked out, and I'm not sure. I haven't been ready for this deck yet, because it is going to only be for Scorpios. It is 100% Scorpio deck. So for now, it's going to be my bedside deck, which actually was gifted to me from my sister. 6 of Wands on the bottom even. How about that? Oh, and there's the Strength card again. Yeah, so this is the tattoo deck, and I am excited to go to battle for Scorpios because I'm just... I'll go back into it again. Scorpio readers are just disappearing and you know, because there's some serious shit going on offline, IRL. And, you know, and me included, I just got back from another little excursion that I didn't want to take. But here we are. Okay. I don't know how many minutes we're in, and if you're still here with me, not if. Thank you for still being here with me. You know, I don't say it a lot because I really don't care. You know, I don't care about it because I'm not the one who needs it. It would be you that does. I do personal reads. I technically have spots open all the time, but at the same time, not really. I mean, I, you know, barely have time to do these reads. Barely. Like, you don't even know. I mean, I've been up for the last 3 nights now, so it's right now past 2 o'clock. Or no, it might be like, we just passed 1:11. Yeah, so that's awesome. Perfect time to stop because prosperity lies ahead, new moon in Taurus. And this is a lot of green and purple, so there might even be a little... No, I don't really see any blue in there. But, you know, this is like crown chakra energy to me. This is like crown chakra energy, you know, which if prosperity was going to come from anywhere, I would say it would be coming from the top down, right? And then we have hold your vision, fixed moon, right, which would obviously go hand in hand with that. Prosperity lies. So, okay, now I see what's going on. Okay, they're trying to mess with Scorpio's prosperity. And when I say I'm not talking about your person. I'm talking about all of everybody's. If you're not a Scorpio, I almost want to say crosswatchers aren't even welcome here. Because you don't belong here. Because you don't even understand Scorpio. Only Scorpio understands Scorpio. And maybe if you're a Gemini, go to the Geminis because only Geminis understand Geminis because I sure as shit don't. But what I do know is I understand Scorpio very well, and somebody's trying to mess with Scorpio's prosperity. Whether that just be the lightweight spell work where they're going to just say, oh, Scorpio is never going to do that. Scorpio is not ever going to be rich. Something, you know, whatever it is, Scorpio's never going to have a healthy, happy family. You know? Well, and then they wonder why Scorpio's still standing. In fact, Scorpio looks prettier, younger, looks like Scorpio lost weight. What the heck? I don't understand. You know, the bottom of the deck, what do you need release? Which goes to make sense. It's the bottom of the deck, which you don't see. Whew. A lot of energy. A lot of energy. And I amped myself up, but at the same time, I was not happy when that occurred. Oh my goodness. Not happy. And it was a really bad echo. Like there was one of my recordings that had, a little something there, but regardless, I just know this ain't gonna happen no more. Because I've decided now, okay, I understand some routine. Okay, I got you. The new moon was about starting new routines and new things and new. So I'm starting new routines and how I do things and make things be streamlined, and then they become subconscious. It's just like when you're driving and next thing you know, 7 miles have went by and you don't even know how that happened. And I'm not talking about while you're drunk driving, because that's not, no, I don't do that. I just had that conversation with a homeowner today, actually. About the reason why I don't have any DUIs is my father taught me very well from experience. We got the death card on the bottom. Are you kidding me? Of course I'm stopping there. Feathers might be of significance to you because I just blew them a little. Beautiful. Are you kidding me? We better pull a beautiful pair. There better be the King of Cups fly out here in a second. So this is the Queen of Cups. So we're talking about a Queen of Cups here. That's very, very scorpionic. But we will say Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. Because we're trying to find out what's going on. Who's messing with Scorpio? Why is Scorpio being messed with? Now, that doesn't mean that it's a Queen of Cups that's messing with Scorpio, because then we have the Three of Wands. Okay. Let's get him out of here. I can't be the reader. I'm not going to be the reader that's going to sit here and talk and ruminate on one card for 25 minutes. Get out of here. Yeah. Yep, the Four of Swords came out even with this read. And now the universe is coming in for us. I'm telling you, Scorpio, we're fighting the final freaking boss. Because what does Scorpio want more than anything in this world? What does Scorpio want more than anything in this world? And Scorpio knows. And I'm going to say it, and if you are a cross watcher here, or if you're an ex of mine or an ex of any Scorpio, you are not even going to agree, and you're going to laugh when I say this. But what does Scorpio want? What does Scorpio want? How many of you are already thinking of the word? Yeah, how many of you are already thinking of the word? And we don't even want to say it. Right? We don't even want to say it. What happened, Scorpio, when we said it? Because people say it and just say it and say it and water it down and say it and water it down some more and say it until it's more water than water. Yeah. Scorpio don't even want to say it. Scorpio don't even want to say it. Like, I'm getting emotional. Yeah. Because look at Scorpio. Look at Scorpio. If you can't tell what this Knave of Cups wants more than anything, then you aren't awake yet. You still have the rose-colored glasses on. If you can't tell what this poor... I'm getting really emotional. Like, I am holding back tears. And they're not mine. I done got them out. And I'm not... My tear factory is not quite finished with production again. With the re-up. You know? You know, because this is what we really want to do. Like, we're just so done. There's a lot of Scorpios that are just... and they don't have to tell me what's going on. Like, because I'm in the same boat. I'm in the same world. I'm in the same energy. I'm in the same universe. And we're all interconnected. Everything is interconnected. You know? Everything is interconnected. This is a lovely scorpionic read. Queen of Cups, Three of Wands, King of Swords. Remember what I said. Two of Cups, okay? Two of Swords. Below that, because you saw me cut on it, with the Tower card and the Four of Swords, which is what's making... That's where a lot of Scorpios are. And there's actually a lot of Scorpios that have already went through the final boss battle. And now they're in this Four of Swords energy. Will my camera... La camera! Focus! Huh? Can you do it? Can you do it? Can you do it? You can't do it? Ooh. Okay. Nope. Anyhow, that fell out of my little tiny deck, and I just, for some reason, threw it aside. And so now here comes the Four of Swords all the time. Followed up with the Ace of Coins. Right? Because of your diligence. You brought this tower on purpose. Because it was necessary. Okay. Because it was necessary. I did a huge protection spell. Post full moon in Scorpio. Because I started noticing that pattern already. And then speaking to this Scorpio, I knew, I'm like, okay, I got to do another big protect. I haven't done one in a while, but I'm going to change it. I'm going to do a little different. And I did. I did a little different. And I did a little bigger and a little better. And it was for the majority of the night. I don't know if I can say it was the longest one I ever did. But I went through 5 candles. In the end, it was 5. 5 candles total. And so anyway, that's all I'm going to say about that. But what I do know is Scorpios are just done with. I read this, and that's part of the pattern that I've noticed. I'm reading stuff in the comment sections, and you know, some of these, you see these memes, and you can tell they are not a Scorpio. They're giving away Scorpio game. Don't get me wrong. They're speaking Scorpio semi-facts. But you can tell they're coming from a fake Scorpio. But people are so jealous and want to be Scorpio so badly. That's what I said in my read is, you know, they're talking about Scorpio placements that are all the way down in the 32nd spot. You know, because if you really want to know your chart, it's going to take you a while because that bitch is long. It's like the Dead Sea Scrolls, basically. Because we're so layered, way more than even an onion. An onion doesn't have nothing on us. Seriously, it does not. they not like us. And it's okay because you will have your strength back after the 4 swords. You will. Scorpio's getting their strength back right now. We are regenerating. Our exoskeleton is getting thicker. So we can rise again. They're just gonna keep trying it. It's just... I keep picturing, I don't even know what cartoon or what it is, but the guy's shooting arrows at him and they're just bouncing off of him. I mean, that's probably in like multiple movies and everything. I just keep picturing it. They're like, let me try this underbelly here, right? It's all, that's where it, and it's, you know, it's an exoskeleton. Trying to put Scorpio in third party situation. I'm surprised there's not 3. We have the 3 of Wands, but that has not had anything to do with that. That has to do with you looking and seeing them. The King of Swords came after that. So, like I said, maybe this is like, yeah. And these two aren't even really looking at each other if we want to look at it that way. King of Swords is looking that way. Queen of Swords, or Queen of Cups, is kind of looking sexily at me. Because of course she is. No, but regardless, don't... Okay, yeah, hold on. Oh, boy. Yeah, I'm just tired of it. Scorpio's heartless. Scorpio just wants revenge. Yeah, well, you started it. We know that, right? And that's what I see in this comment section. Anytime you try to come against Scorpio. Yeah, but you started it. You started it. And you know that. And you know that, and you want to pretend like and throw it on us. Like, well, you... No. Because if Scorpio's talking and Scorpio's fighting and Scorpio's out of Scorpio's corner, out from under Scorpio's tree, shit. Oh, it's only because you started it. You know? And then you call us a predator. Now, we're protectors. Okay? That's what they don't understand. We are protectors. Like, we would kill for certain strangers. That's what this world is starting to maybe understand a skosh. Because you know, Scorpio, we would bevel in a heartbeat for anybody that's close to us. But we bevel somebody anyways for the right circumstances on the street. For somebody we never met. If it came to it. If somebody else, because Scorpios also, we do not tolerate, or at least this Scorpio right here, does not tolerate bullies. No. That's why as soon as I learned how to type 80 words a minute at 13 years old, shit, I was all over the internet trolling the trolls. I was bullying the bullies. Only not in the bully way. A whole different other way. To where I had them thinking like, yeah, triggered. Fully triggered. I'm going to tell you what. Yeah. This is what I'm telling you. Final boss battle. Will that be the title? I don't know. Second time's a charm? Second time around? I don't know. Because I can't believe there's So I'm telling you, there's something deep, dark out there against Scorpio. We've got the moon. 4 of Cups. Yeah, I get it. And then again, with that 7 of Swords, it came back out again. They said one more. The World. Yeah. I'm telling you, Scorpio, they're trying to break us. They're trying to break us. And I don't mean they like the government or the politician. No, I mean just anyone who's not a Scorpio. Think of your exes. I mean, has there been one ex that you split up with that was like, you know, I really am glad I got to be with Scorpio, even though it didn't work out. But I sure learned a lot about myself. And I learned a lot about Scorpios, too, if you know what I mean. Ace of Wands didn't come out, but it's always there anyhow. So what I do know is they are so confused by us. So confused by us. Because they think that we're hot and cold, up and down, all these things. I see it all. I see it all. It's okay. It's okay. Like I said, it don't matter. It's not going to work. If it was going to work, I've been saying this for decades. If it was going to work, it already would have. If it was going to work, it already would have. If it was going to work, it would have worked. Keep trying, though. It's cute. It really is cute. Because look at you. Look at you. Still trying. You can't. You're not going to beat Scorpio. You're not going to do it. Bye-bye. That's what I saw. Look at it. Bye-bye. Oh, boy. All right. Scorpios. Yeah, see? It's time. It's time to come down from the mountain. It is time. It's la hora. See? Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Flip the hermit. Flip the hermit. The hermit comes down from the mountain. Okay. They're saying guidance. 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 Angels and fairies again since... Oh, wow, wow, whoa. No. It's been a while for this one. And the mummy drew me to it because, you know, who doesn't love Egypt? There's a reason why we're all called to Egypt. There's a reason why every single person is like, oh, I'd love to go there. Oh, I should be there. I'm supposed to go there. I'm supposed to see it. There's a reason. There's a reason. There's a reason. All right. Okay. Sorry. I'm just trying to really shake this because I'm telling you, you have no idea. Like, I hyped myself up thinking about this. I really did. About what's going on with this. What is it? Trying to fuck with Scorpio's prosperity. It ain't gonna work. Lady de los muertos. Because you're gonna have to accept Scorpio. Acceptance and equality. I just cut that. I don't know. And, what does Scorpio want the most? What does Scorpio want the most? What does Scorpio want the most? I think I'm not asking the cards that actually. I'm just asking that out as a rhetorical question. But I feel like the cards are about to answer it anyways because they don't have a sense of humor. They don't understand rhetorical questions. They don't understand any of that stuff. So that's ironic. Yeah, illumination. Skull of light. Vampire, emotional intelligence. I just said the other day there was it Jordan Peterson was talking about the top 5 occupations that women are attracted to, and it said like vampire and something and werewolf, and oh gosh, it was some, I don't know if it was like AI or Jordan Peterson. Anyways, if there's one thing Scorpios have, and that's another thing they can't stand because they know that's what it is. We've got it. Emotional intelligence. Even if our singer comes out and we start flying off, well, that's emotional intelligence because guess what? I said it already. We've told you. We've told you. We've warned you. We said it in nice ways and different ways and, you know. But no, you wanted to keep on doing a little more twisting. Like, no, it stops here. Stops here. Emotional intelligence. And then we had illumination on top of that. Maybe more of your emotional intelligence will be illuminated to the rest of the world, to the haters, to the Scorpio haters. They're mad because we're sexier than the whole world. We really are. We are sexier than the whole world. Yeah, the Tauruses, they got it. You know, the Libras, they got it. Leos, they got it. Okay, well, nobody talks about. That's why I say people just want to say, yeah, I'm Scorpio. Yeah, I got Scorpio in my chart. It's there. It's it's there. Prove it. Burden of proof. Burden of proof. Burden of proof. Burden of proof. Get the fuck out of here. Just go. Go tell somebody else that will be impressed by it, because a true, real Scorpio knows a real, true Scorpio, and we also really know the fake ones. What does Scorpio really, really, really want? I know. Yeah. Here, I'll say it for you, Scorpio. Oh, it's all in divine timing. Thanks, universe. Thanks. Thanks, God. I have to stay in an attitude of gratitude. Thanks. You know, also the temperance card, ironically enough, does have to do with alcohol, maybe drinking less, have a little more temperance with it. So, yeah. I'm ready to get out of here. I just feel I don't know why I'm starting to feel like there's haters right now on me, and I'm not even, this is a recorded video, and I don't even care if I do. Bring it. I won't block you. I will leave your comment to I will pin your comment. That's how much I don't care about these negative crap. People trying to throw some out because they want a dopamine hit, because they really want somebody that they want, because people really are pretty easy to trigger. And so people take advantage of that, and they try so hard to trigger, especially as light workers. They try to get you. They want to see you mad. Like, oh, see? Look how spiritual they are. Whoa, look at that. You can't control your emotions. I thought you were emotionally intelligent, Scorpio. Remember that read you did? Well, what do you think he is? What does this guy look like? Oh, wow. I just realized, look how dirty that nail is. You know, Scorpio sees it. And how did I not? Well, it's because I jumped on here as quick as I could because it was late and I wasn't sure if I was going to clean this up. But when I asked the pendulum if they want to, and I thought, oh, well, I got to go now. Now. Normally I do that. I go through my nails, you know, and I want to make sure that I look beautiful for my people because that's, you know, this guy. The finer things in life. I do have a Taurus Chiron in Taurus. So that is my wounded healer, you know. Knowing that I'm supposed to have, and it's okay, and I do deserve the finer things in life. You know, if you don't know your chart, there's a little part about your chart you need to learn. The Chiron. What's the Chiron? It's the part of you that has been wounded. The Nine of Wands. And so when I go out and I buy something that I consider fancy. I didn't say expensive. It doesn't have to be a $30,000 jacuzzi. What I'm saying is, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? I like when it's one word like that. Know what I'm saying? That's Trailer Park Boys. I found it so comical, whatever word you want to insert there, that Jordan Peterson loves watching Trailer Park Boys. That was his very first go-to. What do you do or watch to unwind? And he said Trailer Park Boys. And I myself have binged watched Trailer Park Boys at least 4 or 5 times. I don't know. But I canceled Netflix because they just got greedy. Anyhow, yeah, okay. Quick, Divine Mind. Seems like I'm dragging on here because I'm like not sure what to do next. And they said, hey, you haven't asked us what to do next. Oh, right. Divine Mind. Ask for help. See? Create. Slow down. Got it. Thank you, universe. Perfect. Let's do this. Quickly. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. You know? Why am I hearing... Why'd you have to go turn a housewife into a sneaky link? Why'd you turn housewife? Why'd you... Yeah. That's what it was. Slow down, it says. Still in the bottom. Slow down. Lighten up. You're being asked to remember that life doesn't always have to be so serious. Yes, there are hard things happening. No, it's not always easy to be here on the earth. But you can always find time to laugh, be silly, and have fun. It's so important that you do so. Yeah, it really, really is. It's such a regrounding, you know, experience. And when you do, everyone else does. And it's easier to get them to as well. I had a few people today at 2 different places just laughing and laughing and laughing. Just by only one sentence. I don't know. It's fun. Jump in. You're being asked to take a chance to give whatever you're questioning a try. The stars will align in just the right way. Sometimes you have to take a leap anyway. This is that time, which is the full energy, which is that prosperity lies ahead. It does lie ahead, but you got to jump for it. You just got to jump for it and trust the universe is going to catch you, just like that old school thing, you know, where you're facing forward and everyone's behind you and you fall with your eyes closed. And here's another grounding card, and we just talked about that. You're being asked to ground yourself. You've been spending too much time in your head. And it's time to pay attention to your body and to the earth. Go outside and plant your feet on the ground and enjoy the centering feeling that this brings. Which, you know, being a water sign, there's a lot more water outside than there is inside your house. Trust and believe. You can't argue with that. Right? Right. And I'm just going to reread this just because I'm not even going to reshuffle. I knew it was on top because I did that. Kindness changes everything. Want to see your life. Yeah, see, again, it goes right along already again with the read. Want to see your life change for the better today? Then be the kindest you've ever been to every person you encounter. And I do love that. I'm not even going to read the psychic reading card because I just feel like it wasn't necessary here. Yeah, they're saying hold fast. They're just saying hold fast. Hold fast. Hold fast. Scorpios hold fast. It's like the temperance energy, you know. And we got this. Because God, universe, Holy Spirit, all the deities, everything will not put you through what you can't handle. And you say, yeah, but what about people that bevel themselves? Well, a lot of them come back for a reason. And when they don't come back, it's also for a reason. It could be because we don't know this, because they don't come back and tell us. They're like, you know what, actually, I do. Can I go ahead and get the respawn? Let's do the respawn. You know, I really screwed up here. Because think of it. When you're in a video game, and you get really far into it, and there's a point of, I mean, it's not necessary. Okay, it will be the point of no return, but what it really means is the point of keep going or delete and start over and try to get it to a better point by the time you get to that point again. Right? That's the best analogy I have, the video game analogy. It works so well because I am a very huge gamer. Not as much anymore, you know, timing and whatnot. But yeah, love it. And I love that I'm a Scorpio, and I love that I'm hated for it. It makes me feel even taller. It makes me feel a little sexier. It makes me smile bigger. Is that bad? I don't know. But what I do know is there's nothing I can do about it. I am just here, man. That's it. Please watch your thoughts, Scorpio, because they will turn into your words. And of course, that will then transmute into your habits and will slide into your character. And it's going to be very hard to reverse if it's something you don't like. You might have to move states for that. See you on the north side.